Well, hello, I'm David Walker. I'm the Director and CEO of the Nevada Museum of Art here in Reno, Nevada.
My name is Bill Fox. I'm the Director of the Center for Art and Environment at the Nevada Museum of Art in Reno, Nevada, and the only research institute in the world devoted to the subject of art and environment. The Nevada Museum of Art in Reno started 80 years ago by a couple of gentlemen who represented sort of two strands of thought that are absolutely clearly evident in the history of the museum and in the current activities of the Center for Art and Environment.
It's interesting that in 1931, when we were founded by Charles Cutts,
And who went around the world and brought back fantastic things to Reno, books and art that we still have in our collections.
his partner was Dr. James Church.
James Church was not only a lecturer in the humanities for the very young University of Nevada, Reno, but also a scientist who established the first snow measuring lab in the Sierra. Actually, the first lab in the world on the mountaintop to actually measure the water content of snow. So, very early climate scientist.
And so we have this long-standing interest in natural resources, in landscape, and in science. So I guess it's safe to say that this has been in our DNA for 80 years. In 2008, the Nevada Museum of Art held its first Art and Environment Conference. Now, this was one of the most important gatherings of creative individuals that have ever assembled in the state of Nevada. The reason for the first conference was to bring together highly recognized individuals who were operating as practitioners in this area we call art and environment.
Creative interactions between people and natural built and virtual environments.
We wanted to bring perspectives to this initiative at the museum that were larger than our own.
Enormously broad range of topics.
We brought people like Vito Acconci, Chris Drury, Alita Albuquerque. It was truly a 360-degree view.
360-degree survey of art and environment as a topic.
For us to look at the future of this important research initiative that we started in January. And today, 2 years later, we now have works by more than 200 artists represented, and this is here for public access, and the center is now moving forward, and we are going to offer the next Art and Environment Conference this fall. We're very excited about that. Again, it will be a survey of the field, but this time it's got a different cast of characters.
Some of the speakers that we'll have at the next Art and Environment Conference include people such as Newton and Helen Harrison, who helped establish the entire field of artists dealing with environments in the early 1970s. Jeff Manhall.
We're going to bring Edward Bratinsky from Canada.
A group from Australia, Mandy Martin, who's one of the premier painters in the continent, along with a number of scientists. We'll have with us Fritz Haig, who's a returning person from the first conference.
We have Jorge Pardo, who just won the MacArthur Genius Grant. Well, a major gathering of some of the world's most renowned creative thinkers could not happen without financial support. And the Nevada Museum of Art is extremely grateful to a number of funders who have stepped up to help support this important gathering. First and foremost is the Louise A. Tarbell Foundation in Los Angeles. We also want to recognize the Carol Frank Buck Foundation, the Wilhelm Hoppe Family Trust, and the Elke Hoppe Youth Advancement Trust. We'd like to also recognize the Andy Warhol Foundation for the Visual Arts and the Odyssey Foundation. Locally, we also want to recognize the Strummel Gallery, and we'd also like to recognize Earl and Meg Tarbell, who are also residents of Reno, Nevada. Thank you to all of you for your assistance and support of this great conference.